Hi and welcome back. This is Decisive Campaign's Ardennes Offensive, and this is me playing Wacht am Rhein campaign. That is the big campaign. We are playing as Germans, and this is 23rd of December 1944 and 1800 hours. So we have moved all of the Germans during this turn, and we are just about to take a look at the Allied movement, basically, which is going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. But before we do that, I want to take a look at the order of battle, and I want to take a look whether we can actually get some emergency units. I haven't done that in a long time, so let's have a look at that. So we start by looking, actually we can start looking at 7th Army all the way down. So in here we can see that we do have the points for an emergency unit if we want to. We can even bring this one forward, but at this point it really doesn't matter. I can't really use it against another unit, I think. So I'm going to let it be. So I'm not going to do anything. And these guys, they don't have cards like that, basically. So they don't simply, and this guy's like that, so, and these guys don't have anything, so that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, so there's nothing really to add there. Let's take a look at the 5th Panzer Army, and where is he located? He's right there. Okay, so we don't have the points right there. Let's take a look at the corps, and they don't have the points. They don't have the points, and they don't have cards. So that's it for the 5th Panzer Army. Let's have a look at the 6th Panzer Army. They do have the points. Now let's see where we're at. We are sitting right there. So I mean, we have so many units right now right around here, so it's really no use, I think. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, you could go gamble and things like that, but supervise, defensive bonus, offensive bonus. No, I'm gonna just chill there. Second also has, but it doesn't have one of those, but these guys do, and they are sitting in here. Yeah, I mean, they could be used to put one in here, perhaps. Could be something. Do I want to do that? Maybe they're going to sneak out there. I think that's what they want to do, rather. Let's have a look here. He can't really go anywhere, can he? Well, he can go down there, but that's not going to help. He's got 97 right now. How much is it? Cost 155 to really cross, so yeah, I'm going to have to actually pull back basically with these guys. Go in here. That's the only way forward, really. And in doing that, I'm almost close to be able to get an emergency unit in here and then move him forward here, but it's not gonna help really to get over here or anything. So I'm gonna wait when it comes to that. So that's really it, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing he can do either. So that's 6th Panzer Army. Let's take a look at the Heeresgruppe then. He can definitely do something, but he's kind of far away from the action anyway, so that's kind of useless to use that. Let's have a look at this one. He's in the middle of the action. He can actually go for it. Question is this going to help? Not really. I mean, I could put him here and then he'll be able to go across. You could strengthen this one, but it's really not necessary. That's the thing. So I'm gonna wait a bit. How about this guy here? He doesn't have those kind of cards either. And this one does, but he doesn't have the points. Alright, cool. So nothing really to do there. That's fine. That's what I wanted to check. Alright guys, we are now going to take a look at simply, let's have a look. We have 186 points. Next turn we should be able to get some fuel also. So let's take a look at the enemy phase basically. And probably there will be maybe some reinforcements coming in. I'm mostly interested in down south, although it's not going to have a big effect on the whole battle basically. Also in the northern sector, I assume that we will also have some coming in perhaps. And it's like, you know, sending sheep to the slaughter, I feel, because I have so many units. There's really an onslaught of troops, so there's really nothing they can do from me taking like Liège, I feel like. Ooh, here we go. So this is interesting because it's clear for the first time, and you always have to hide here, so we'll see what happens here. I haven't seen that one before. There you go. Ooh, we lost some panthers and stuff. We lost some there as well. No losses there really to speak of. No losses there to speak of really. But that's 4 attacks. And I did put a lot of resources into where we actually lost quite a lot. So really, I have to learn, I guess, just staying in. I don't know, it's difficult to stay. Yeah, they lost some there for sure. That's interesting. So there's some shuffling going on there. I felt like there was a lot of tanks up there in the northern sector, I think. Some tanks moving about there. Neufchâteau moving around. They seem to be circling me there. This is La Roche. Ooh, we got hit there bad. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. So they seem to be trying to escape there. Ooh, and they're escaping there as well. And they're moving about Neufchâteau. And this is up in the northern sector, isn't it? This is 2nd SS. They're moving away there. L'Église. Okay. A lot of movement there. As long as they contain there, I'm happy, because then we'll be able to move other units there. This is Marche really building up a defensive position right here. That is interesting. Totally makes sense also. Got hit there and no losses there. We have a problem here. They stopping up. Oh, there are lots of units coming around here. That's all the way down south there. So they're reorganizing from here into here, which makes sense. I think it's a bit too late though for them. Where is this? Expands at Neufchâteau. Neufchâteau, we got hit there a little bit, but we were sitting in the city. Ooh, we got hit from 2 sides, but they lost lots. Nice defensive position there, wherever that was. Take a look at that. Libramont here, they're really trying to establish some advances there. This is 9SS, they're building up here also. That's going to be difficult, but not impossible. This is Auton up here. We'll see, maybe they actually broke through, I don't know. Around La Roche. Yeah. It's a movement. Here we go. They're going to try and break through here. And that's the end of turn. That's interesting. So now we have night turn coming up here. And of course, now we're going to take a look, as we always do. We will take a look at the weather, which we pretty much know that next week, all of next week is going to be clear, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. And then we will have take a look at the VPs, of course. Besides that, we are going to take a look at some cards and some stats, basically. See how we're doing. Okay, let's have a look. We start by looking at the weather. So it's nighttime, it's hazy, doesn't matter. But morning clear, 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 and the night clear, clear, clear. So this is a problem when it comes to having air attacks, basically, as we saw. We'll see how we'll be able to deal with that. However, we have now occupied on the map 203 VPs, which is fantastic. Also, we have another 32 extra VPs due to allied casualties. That gives us 235 VPs total. We need 200 for a major victory, so it looks great right now. Let's take a look at this, the losses. And we're interested in looking at the ratio right now. So all in all, we have lost like 4,000 Vox Grenadiers in this battle, and like 21 Tiger 2s and so on. It's expensive to wage war. So 17,382 points lost, while they've lost 28,000 GI vets and so on. It's crazy numbers, really. German tanks, so many different German tanks, really, and all together they've lost 96,248. Now, last time we were up, I think, at 5.6 to 1, and we're at 5.5 to 1. So this is decreasing now, unfortunately, but all in all. So it seems like we're losing momentum a little bit, and we are attacking, basically exchanging things is even good for us, since we have a big lead. Well, let's take a look at then the cards. We have no new cards. We still have these 2 new units, but we are hesitant to deploy these guys since we're running low on fuel, and these guys are going to require fuel. Even though they come fully loaded, they will use fuel to drive to the front, and we can't really afford that, I feel. In the rear area here, we have fuel of 244. We have 251 power political points, so this turn we'll be able to get some more fuel from the fatherland, basically Germany. And besides that, supply might be of interest. We'll see. It's nighttime, so it's cancelled all the air, and we still have these depots. Let's take a look at the stats then and see how bad are we actually doing. So all in all here, this is really, 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 really difficult here. See, we want to keep this gap as wide as possible. It is shrinking, so they have, gotten a lot of reinforcements, basically, and we were able to beat them down all through it. But our numbers are coming down slightly, and theirs are increasing rapidly. So that's a problem, absolutely. Making it more even. We still have, about 50,000 points? Yeah, 50,000 troops more than they have, and it's important to use all of them as much as we can. So any straggling units, we really need to push them forward, really. That's of the uttermost importance. We can take a look at some gun classes. We can see that they've got some more artillery recently. Heavy flak, not really. Infantry also moving up quite a bit. Light flak, not interesting. Motorized class, you can see that they've actually increased quite a lot here. We overcame them actually for a while there, but no. tank classes, they've also moved up here a lot. We have actually rapidly been decreasing, and this is a problem because it's difficult to handle the tanks basically, and we're going to use infantry to do that basically. So this is what it looks like. Fortunately, we've been able to kill off some tanks, as we can see, so they've gotten a lot of armored units increases here through reinforcements, and hopefully this will be the end of it, but we'll see what happens. And I don't know how we're going to replace these. I don't know if it's at all possible. We can see that at the height we had 1513, we're down at 1100, so we lost about 400 tanks basically. So it's expensive, definitely, really difficult. Let's take a look at regime statistics, and we want to take a look at supply and food. Fuel, sorry. Let's take a look at supply first. So as always, we can take a look at the received from off map. This is the number we always get from the fatherland, from Germany basically. So each turn, or we get 60.6 around something. Then the red one here is what we actually send to the unit. So that means that we have for 2 turns here, we've been able to send more than we actually received, which means that this one is going down a little bit. And this one is supply source stocks. But in general, we have quite high supply source stocks. So on map supply sources are well filled basically. Let's take a look at what it looks like for the units themselves. Here we can see that we had requested this much, and we received this much. There is a gap there, which is unfortunate. They don't get as much as they are asking for, but that has to do with the logistics, and our logistic network basically is not 100% foolproof, and it never will be basically. The white line here is received from supply bases. We haven't received anything really from supply bases, like depleting them or anything like that, so we're not really. All in all, this means that our supplies are dwindling down slightly, but this is really not a problem when it comes to, and also this is not supply sources, as we could see. This is it's actually going down for the units themselves. So this is unit stocks, internal stocks. So again, supply, it's looking good. Outside, unit supply is still looking quite good. So they're pretty much getting what they are asking for when it comes to supply. So I really don't need to upgrade supply or anything like that. However, let's take a look at fuel and hope that that doesn't look alarming. Let's take a look at all supply sources fuel. So it does look alarming, I'd say. So let's take a look. 40k is what we get each turn. So from Germany, and this one is what's being sent to units, not requested but actual sent. So we can see that our basically supplies are going down rapidly here. So we need to push them up here, and luckily we are going to push them up here by bringing in a card of 40,000, so that's nice. One can take a look at this number here when we had 64.1, and we are actually above that, so it's actually all right, I'd say. It's pretty all right. So we're going to see the same, I think, thing going up somewhere around here, and that will make us able to live a bit longer. However, it's going to be really expensive soon enough, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another fuel come in our way basically. So we'll see what happens. So let's take a look at unit fuel then. So this is the stocks we have at our units basically. Our internal fuel supply within the units, and it's going down slightly, but that could have to do with we're also losing units at a certain rate, so this could definitely make sense. Especially if we're losing mobile units such as tanks, which we are. We can also see here that we have requested this one and we have received this much, and there is a gap, same as pretty much all over, which makes sense. And this is just simply received from supply base. I haven't really been tapping into supply bases a whole lot, so but some. So fuel wise, it does not look, it looks all right when it comes to our units, so that's nice. However, in the long run, this one is going down, and it doesn't look good, but it's not terrible. Like if you draw a line down here, it now goes up like this, so it's decent. And another thing is that we did have like down here, and then we had one, well, more like this. Take a look at the white line here, for example. We can see that we used to go for 1-2 turns, and then we got another card. 1-2 turns and another card. Now we've actually gone for 3 turns. 1-2-3 turns, I think. Maybe even 4 turns, and then we're gonna go for a card. And still, it looks decent. So, but it's gonna get worse. That's the thing, because it's gonna be pretty much unaffordable to go for another card. But it's time to go for a fuel card right now. That's the thing. So we're gonna go for that one, no matter what. So that's the thing. Let's go, because we need it. And that's it then. I don't think it will show up in the stats now, will it? Yeah, it actually does. So this one goes up at least here. However, when it comes to unit fuel, it doesn't show anything around here. So we'll see what happens here. But this one actually goes up here. So we'll see here. Yeah, it's actually 1, 2, besides like 1. Yeah, so it's, I don't know how they actually count 1, 2 rounds, and then, or from here, it's 1, 2, and 3 perhaps. Yeah, I think so. And then we went for it. So we can take a look at cards now. Can we? No, we can't actually see the fuel, how much it cost. We'll see that next turn simply. We still have 7 political points. That's all we have right now. So yeah, that's it. All right. We've taken a look at the weather, the VPs. We have taken a look at cards, and we have taken a look at stats. We are not good to take a closer look at what actually happened during 1800 movement for the enemy. And we have a crazy 540 steps. Wow. So let's start. So we have an unknown unit, and this is Verviers up in the northern sector. So we have one coming in here. So what we try to do here is we try to cast the net basically for these guys. They are out of supply right now because we've taken this road sector here, this road sector here, this one here, and all around here. So hopefully that will last. We'll see what happens. But we have one unit coming in here, which is worrying. Now that's only an HQ, an infantry division. However, that's 30th Infantry Division, and I'm going to mark that down because that's of interest to me. Okay, taking down that note here. And they're moving away, which they really should. And we can see Liège being very, very close here. Then we have L'Église. We're down in the south right now. We have an unknown unit coming up here. We have 26 Volksgrenadiers sitting here, and also in Neufchâteau. And further down here, we have the 11th Panzer. So it's really 5th Fallschirmjäger Division sitting up here, and 26 Volksgrenadiers. So we actually have, that's an interesting thing, it's an 80th, and we really would like to take care of these guys and reduce them if possible, of course. But they're moving through towards Neufchâteau, and we have another unit. That's also divisional headquarters moving away. That's, I think, 4th Armored, wasn't it? Here is the 3rd armored, and now we are in Saint-Maurice, and this is La Roche right here. So he is moving, I don't know where he's moving from, but he gets intercepted, which is fantastic for us. Makes it easier to hit next turn. However, it's night turn, so it's going to be difficult. This is 1st SS, 6 SS, and this is the 9 SS over here. So this is towards Verviers over here, towards Liège up here, basically. And it's actually coming down here. So this is 214th Infantry Brigade coming down here and moving in here, actually. That's interesting. Moving away there. Then we have the 33rd Armored Brigade coming, or leaving perhaps. Yeah, I think these guys do belong to that one, if I'm not mistaken. So here is the first air attack, and this one is Verviers here, and I do have like, okay, so 23 out of 50 aircraft. So we can see that even though I had quite a lot of flak here, it's not nearly enough. So we lost only, but still a substantial amount of Panzer IVs, 4 Panthers and some Jagdpanzers, and that's it. It's not like devastating, but it does hurt, of course. In here it's a lot more milder here, and this one is in a city, and let's have a look. We repelled 17 out of 50, but we were able to hide in the city here at least, and this is La Roche up here. And here we get hit just an RSO. We're able to repel 46 out of 50, and this one is by 10 SS close to Marche. So we had a lot of units here, but also a lot of flak. So that's fantastic. We can probably see down here that we should have some, yeah, Panthers 30, 0 out of 30. So that's good. So this is very, very interesting. So we have an airstrike. This is a city, so we don't lose a whole lot here, but this is where we're trying to surround them in Verviers. So of course they're going to try and hit this guy and then try and break out here, but that doesn't work. This is Rochefort. We have another unit coming in this way, I guess, and yet another one there. This is Marche, so we have an unknown unit coming down here, and that seems to be 289th Infantry Green Regiment. An unknown unit moving, another unknown unit, so we have reinforcements really coming in here from Marche area. And this is going to be difficult to deal with, so really you need 2nd Panzer, Panzerlehr and the 10 SS to deal with these guys to at all be able to break through here. So we'll see. And here we have Task Force Jacques, and this is Neufchâteau over here, and that's a rather strong one, but not an extremely strong task force, but still strong. So we'll see here. So we have units in here in this city here. We put up a defensive position right here. This is a bit vulnerable. This one is slightly vulnerable, but he's in a city, so unless they bring a lot of forces here, they will hold. So they get intercepted, which is great. Again, we are up by a Marche, and we have an no, we don't have an unknown. We had 291 Infantry Green Regiment moving here and intercepted, and I think they emptied this one actually. And they get intercepted, and up here also probably emptied that one, moved up, yeah, and away, which is great for us. We like that. This is Bertrix, and this is Neufchâteau up here. So we have 502nd Airborne Regiment. I think that it belongs to 101st, but I'm not sure. Anyway, they move through here, and they are trying to cut us off here, which also makes sense, of course. We have a tank. Is he moving away? I think he is, isn't he? Yeah, he's moving down actually, which is interesting. That alleviates a lot for us at least. But he's not really moving away, he's just circling around, I guess. Okay. Unknown units, and this is Ofer, this is 9SS here. So we're going to see some movement up here. And these guys are cut off right now, they need to eliminate that guy. But we'll do that during the morning, I think. We have 10th Armored Infantry Battalion by Neufchâteau. This is a new unit coming in, I think. And he's moving in, basically taking the place of this tank unit sitting down here. Okay. This is Marche over here. And this is Hoton, Soy, and La Roche down here. So we took this extremely valuable position because this one cuts these guys off basically here. And then we have cast a net basically here for all of these guys here. So that's it. So they're piling in here, probably going to try and make a move there, or maybe move around here to attack. We'll see what happens. Or maybe just take a more defensive position. This is Liège up here. We have this unit coming up here, and here we have a Panzerjäger really moving fast here and trying to penetrate, you know, move as fast as possible and then maybe cut off lines of supply if possible. This is a vital position, this one also, especially this one, since we have supply coming in that way or that way down here. And sure, this is an even more important position perhaps, well, I don't know, maybe not, but that one, and I don't know, these positions right here. This one is very, very important. This one and that one probably, yeah. Or this one and that one, but then again, then you're already by Liège. So they actually try to hit us right here, and they do lose a lot. We'd lose nothing, but look at that. They have such amazing strength right there, 850, so we're not going to be able to hold out for long really there. So we have 335 infantry. This is La Roche down here. This is Hoton and Soy up here. So we have a weak unit moving away. Here is a tank battalion, and this one is 9SS. So we have Debut over here, we have La Roche down here, and we have Verbeumont here. Okay, so we have 9SS setting up shop here basically, and we have a tank battalion coming down there and moving actually down and leaving. This is L'Église in the south, and we have 26 Volksgrenadiers here and another one here with artillery. So I don't know where they're gonna go with this guy here. There's another one popping up here. That's an AA battalion, that's fine. Rather weak one. So here's the Royal Dorsetshire rifle, and sitting in here. This is again 9SS. We did hit, I don't know if it was this one or another one, quite a lot before. Yeah, both of these guys probably, I think, and he's moving away. Again, Soy over here, unknown unit here. And in here we have Panzerjägers. We have strengthened this one up, this one I think also, and we have another one coming up here. So we're trying to basically set up here a boundary here, maybe even try to reach Soy and cut these guys off. We'll see what happens. Unknown unit somewhere around here. This is all the way down in this, oh actually down here, all the way down in the south. So these are actually really reinforcements, it looks like, because they are bunched up. So they're probably deployed here and then they're coming up here. We'll see. Unknown unit moving away here. There you go. So it's a Cav squadron, 42nd Cav squadron. That's going to be interesting to see what he belongs to. They get intercepted. I think now we're up in the north, are we? Yeah, 2nd SS, 1st SS. So this is they are rather weak here, I'd say, but Now there is unfortunately a tank battalion coming in here, and they're moving up north, I think. So that's decent for us. What is this then? Mannheim. Okay, so again here is the Panzerjäger Soy-Houghton, and here we have a strong defensive position here, and we're just trying to push these guys up north and west basically. Maybe see if we can capture them or something, we'll see. We have Harris moving away, I think, yeah. And they get intercepted, good. Here is an, I don't know if that is, yeah, is that II or 2nd 41st Armored Infantry Battalion moving. This is 9SS, and they have a lot of units over here preventing us to go to Rolban E. And also we have this problem here, we're not getting any fuel in here, so we have a problem there. But they're moving away at least and showing up here instead, so that's a problem. We have another I-41st or whatever it's called. That's a strong infantry battalion. We have a lot of these I-32nd, I-66 and so on. I-66 or 2nd 66, I don't know what they're called. And he is, let's have a look here, what is this? Soy, okay. And so we have 9S and Verbermont over here, and this is Mannheim, so they're around up there, and he leaves. And here's I-41st, Verbermont, coming up here in the crossroads, maybe towards 9SS indeed. We have a 508 Airborne Regiment moving, and this is right up here, Mannheim and Soy-Houghton. Maybe he's going to try and escape, it looks like it. Here we have a tank unit, IA-67, and this is again 9SS, so he's coming down, or maybe he's moving out actually, I think so, because he was sitting in this city right there. He's moving out actually, interesting. I-66 here, I don't know if he was sitting in Momont or what. Again, this is Verbermont over here. We nicely put this one here so that they won't go into Verbermont, but they are moving up north here. And here's Mannheim, and this is our strong position. This is Anderson moving, or trying to move, but they get intercepted. This is all the way down in the south. This is 11th Panzer, and in here, as we could see, they're probably trying to move things up here towards us, because this is not that important, they feel like. So, although it is very important as well, but they get intercepted. We have 5th Cornwall Light Infantry moving, which is interesting, sitting right there, and this is 6th Panzer, so they are the rather weak spot here, but 1st SS and Kaufgruppe Pipe up here, and they're moving into our field of attack, which we're happy with, and they're moving away, unfortunately, or fortunately. Neufchâteau, we have a weak artillery battalion moving away and moving around. Here is an infantry regiment, 16th Infantry Regiment in here. This is Ophé. So this is a rather large stack that we'd like to penetrate through here. But first we need to resolve this one, of course. But that will be resolved soon enough. Alright, where are we at? This is Disson. This is up in the north, Verviers up here. So we have 26. Where are we seeing 26? Should be in here somewhere. There, right there. Okay, so an artillery battalion moving away. I can't remember that one, but I think maybe it was weak, but he moves away anyway. Yeah, exactly. It was rather weak. We have 333rd Infantry Regiment moving, and this is Saint-Marie up here, this is La Roche up here. So they're leaving Hives, which is an important city, but yeah, this is untenable for them. Of course, they need to reach supply somehow, so they're trying to move out. McGregor is also joining them. Ooh, and he's moving in that direction and in there. And here we go. They're gonna have to try and make this one. Now, this is not that important, this one. And I remember that this one is gonna get hit here. And of course, he's right in the field and he's gonna get knocked out basically. But still, even if they do that, it's still not gonna help. So it's more like a speed bump, and I used this one, I think, to attack someone and then maybe go up here. I don't know. And they get intercepted, and then we have another regiment coming in here, 333, moving away there. They're desperately trying to move out here. And they're trying to circle through here, and they get intercepted, which is really difficult for them. Then we have Task Force Love coming up here, trying to do the same thing, and then this guy who didn't get intercepted, he does this. He attacks, and he loses 2 Sherman tanks, but we lose a lot here, really. But it was a weak unit, so it's something I can definitely take, but we have basically nothing left here, as we can see here. So yeah, that was a hard hit for sure. But yeah. Then we have an artillery battalion moving away, leaving, I think, this one here, and they get intercepted. Then Love is pushing the attack, basically. That's it. Jordan is leaving this hex over here, moving up here, and probably going to move down through hives, and then through there. And we can see that there is actually 1 unit left there, and that's it. We have Saint Hubert here. We have the tank unit here almost being surrounded right now. And we have another unit sitting somewhere around here. But we had 1 unit, no, up here. We have 1 unit moving down here into Saint Hubert. This guy was sitting, I think, here or maybe there actually. And yeah, we'll see what they do. Okay, so they're going through there and then into the woods. And into the woods there. And that's in, okay. And that's weird. And they get intercepted there, so they're probably somewhere around there going up north. That's fine for us. As long as we just can push them up north, that's fine. It would have been nice to trap him, but they have so many movement points anyway. This is Neufchâteau. We have Task Force Abram moving, and I can't remember. Yeah, he was sitting here. So he's moving here. We can clearly see that they're circling around us here, and we really don't have any power to stop them, really. They're simply too strong here, so it's going to be really difficult. They're cutting off any kind of supply here, and then not. And they're moving down actually here through the railway system here, and then away, probably in here. Then we have Team James. He was sitting in here, right between us, and he's moving away here, of course, because it's too dangerous, and that's nice. And as we can see here, this is the road towards Liège, so this is a very, very, very important point to take, or both of these points, but especially this one because it leads down here, but also this one. Yeah, so we'll see. But he moves to protect that one and to escape himself, of course. Here we have, we have 2 tank units. We had 1 here and 1 here. So we see that East Riding Lancers are trying to escape here, and this is going to be so interesting. You know, where are they going to hit? How are they going to make this one? They get intercepted right there, and they still move. No, that's Northamptonshire Dragons. So this guy actually stopped in their tracks. And we'll see how far this guy goes. And they get intercepted there. So they stay there. And then we have just roadblock movement. And they ought to get intercepted though. But they don't. Anyway. What do we have here? We have Verviers up here. So we really hit these guys hard. So this one can't be salvageable, really. We are too strong in here. And that is... We had, you remember, 1 unit sitting here and then escaping down here, and we probably will be able to intercept here and maybe moving towards Liège. We'll see what happens. But we need to destroy these guys also. We'll see what happens. So they're moving away there, moving up north. Maybe they're gonna try and help out here to help these guys out. We'll see what happens. But they're at least moving away there, trying to escape. Then we have an AA battalion. Where is this? Let's have a look. Okay, so it's all the way down south. So we took this very, very important crossroads here. And I think this AA battalion was sitting here and maybe he's moving down there. We'll see. Yeah, he's trying to escape. There's nothing here, nothing here. So just go to the forest. Now we have a recon squadron sitting down here. Where is this? This is Martelange. Okay, so he was sitting up here, I think, and they had surrounded Loftemont, and that's when I moved back here, basically. So yeah, so they are moving away and showing up here. So they're pushing through here, leaving this one, which makes, since we have units coming up here, it's going to be difficult for them to hold anyway. However, we have a 25th Recon Squadron moving and moving away. They're emptying this one also with the infantry moving away, taking L'Église and moving away. Interesting. A lot of units moving around there. So we're almost halfway through here. So here we have the 66 Armored Artillery Battalion, which we can see probably in here. Where is this? This is also 11th Panzer. So yeah, we'll see it probably move up north here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they're trying to escape up here towards L'Église, I think. Yes, exactly. Then we have 94th Armored. It's an 8 Armored Battalion also moving away from here, I think, coming up there. We have 2. They were actually kind of strong, had lots of priests. This is Marche up here, and we have a 10SS recon unit here. We have lots of tanks down here, and they have a recon or a cav squadron moving up here, probably from here, but I'm not sure. They get intercepted. That's great. They're emptying up here, moving in here instead, and moving away there, building some kind of defensive position, it seems. So I'm very happy that they're emptying this one. It will help. Okay, so that's interesting that that one is sitting right there. And we are down again by Neufchâteau over here. We have Cook coming in here. And engineering units. This is really difficult here. And this one is in a really tough spot here. They're really surrounding them. Building up something. Cook is coming in here. Alright. We're back at Soy and Holton over here. We have an airborne unit in here. We had another one moving away. And he moves away there. Here is another one trying to. This is Marche again. This is an unknown unit coming in here. We have Infantry Green Regiment coming down here, protecting here, get intercepted, and then moves away. And we have an AA battalion trying to do the same thing. This is 290 Infantry Green Regiment. He was sitting in here. Now he moves away here. These are two very strong positions in cities. He gets intercepted, and that's fine. We're good here during the nighttime. He moves away, basically. So we have Field Artillery Battalion, or Field Artillery simply sitting right there. And he moves in also, which is interesting. It's an interesting choice. And here we are, Liège over here. There's an artillery. This is a strong one. They have evacuated these ones here. Again, remember, we had a unit sitting right there, and then he moved across here trying to save himself, basically. So we have an artillery coming up here, and he moves down here, and there's really nothing he can do here. He should really move back here or back there. Probably reinforcements coming in. And he will discover this one, I think. Yeah, he did. And then he moves away. We have Wiltshire Rifle, 5th, trying to move up here. Again, that's what we saw just recently. We took this very important city right here. This is where the other guy was sitting in, moving away. So they're trying to make a run for it, and that's impossible, of course. Maybe also just stopping us from going down and crushing these guys, but really these are out of supply right now, I think. We have another unit moving in, probably reinforcements. Team King coming in here, down there, moving in and moving aside here, probably trying to stop us from going in here and attacking them there. We'll see. Yeah, there you go. Then we get hit by artillery. We have no losses because this is a rather strong city right there also. And they're emptying this hex right there, moving them aside there, which is fine. And then that's a tank destroyer right there. And a tank destroyer right there as well. So, hang on guys, I'm gonna fix one thing here. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Sorry about that. So let's have a look then. We continue here and see. We have an unknown unit again. They seem to be emptying that hex here. So we have a unit moving away from there, moving in here, really emptying this one here because this is really not a problem anymore for them until this one has been solved for us. So moving in here is kind of strong because they can hit these guys perhaps, but really emptying that one is kind of like, I mean, that leaves this crossing for us if we can move across at least. So we're going to try and see if we can do that. Okay, so we have 101st Infantry Regiment. Where is it at? Down here, all the way down in the south, it seems. So this is where we have 11th Panzer, and so we're going to see a relocation from here to here. So, but first they move in there. Okay, that's interesting. They really put some kind of strength there, and then we have a movement up there. Being indecisive really on where to put the units. But look at that. That looks quite intelligent anyway. Maybe not breaking things up, but that is a strong unit right there. So we'll see what happens here. They put infantry units there. They really, but I mean, this is probably 1 or 2 or 3 divisions over here, so it's going to take a lot of artillery really. But really, I mean, tying these guys up, not having them moving towards Bastogne is really what it's all about. So we right now what they're trying to do is trying to stop us from, you know, steamrolling them basically. So it looks very, very nice all in all here. And these guys are actually moving back here, which is interesting. All right, we are back now at the 9 SS, are we? No, yeah, 1st SS and the Kampfgruppe Piper over here. We have an infantry regiment moving in here. So they really emptied this hex over here, moved in here, and have moved in here. Unknown unit moving in here, infantry regiment moving down here, and that's extremely dangerous for them, of course. But we'll see if they, yeah, what they do. Then they're moving away. Okay, moving away a bit, going up north. Right. It's interesting. The A battalion leaving here. This is Sprimont, which is also worth, I think, some points. Team Fitzgerald is in here. Yeah, I remember him being like lost here, and I think we attacked him, but I don't know how much damage we did to him. Maybe some. And he's moving here. That's extremely, extremely dangerous for them to do this, but sure, go for it. And now he, I don't know if this one was sitting there and we didn't notice him. I don't know. This is Team Stewart coming up there, and that's it. Right, we have a tank battalion, rather strong one, I-32. This is the 3rd Fallschirmjäger anti-tank, And we're actually there emptying that one. That's interesting, which makes sense because we're at a height advantage there. And I don't know if they see me there. Ooh, tank battalion. Ooh, I like that. And they're emptying that one out. Okay, so here we get hit by artillery. Nothing major really. This is, yeah, that's in the city right there by Neufchâteau. So they are trying to hit me here. It does hurt. We do have, I think, the 26 Volksgrenadier HQ in there. So here we have a combat engineering moving away from Libramont down here. They really want to take care of these guys, I think. So it's a bit dangerous course, or very dangerous. And here we go. So this is an extremely strong attack, I'd say, with 180, more than that, 1200 men. But we only lose 11, a BMW and 10 pioneers, and they lose like 300 men. That is crazy. That's fantastic, really. Wow. But for how long we're going to stand firm, we don't know really. Because we don't have supplies coming in and so on. Again, this is Libramont. We do lose some to artillery. Nothing really much. They also actually lose some, which is great for us. 319 moving in. And Libramont, these are actually two strong points, really. Intercept fire, this is stronger, as we can see. These are, I think, 26 Volksgrenadiers, and these are just these Feldsatz units. So we get hit by artillery. We lose nothing. They actually lose a mortar from return fire or something. And they're moving about here. And if they leave one unit here, perhaps we can hit this guy here. Intercept fire. Well, maybe not anymore. We get artillery, but they lose all of their mortars there. And yeah, that's good. Infantry regiment, they're really building up for an attack here. So it's dangerous and difficult for us. We have the 7th Combat Engineer moving. And this is Neufchâteau again. Again, they're building up here. This is really difficult for us. Libramont up here. And we have an unknown unit by Hoton and Soy moving down. Another one coming in. We have Team Ward coming in. Get intercepted. And unknown unit moving down a bit. And we have Team Robinson moving in here. So it seems like they'll be attacking here soon enough. Maybe we need to move this guy in here, and I don't know if that's going to be enough really, but we'll see. This is at least forest, so maybe it's too, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Shuffling around here at least. Unknown unit moving. This is Offe, I think. I don't know, let's have a look. Where is he at? Ah, in here. I don't know what that was. Oh, now we know. So it's a Royal Hampshire rifle moving 7th and moving in here. And we are very vulnerable here since we are out of supply right there. We have this unit sitting here that was attacked by artillery moving down here, the Royal Dorsetshire rifle. And we have a third 41st Armored Infantry Battalion moving across like this. This is really dangerous since they're at a heightened level up there. They get intercepted right there. And then we have another one coming in here. This looks extremely dangerous, so we're gonna have to fall back in here, I think. Not during the night turn, but the one after. We have an unknown unit right there. This is Soy Hoton. That's an extremely important point. And Thomas is coming here, but he's really weak. Moving around, moving down there. Then I have another one, an artillery coming around here. Rather strong one, actually, it seems. And they're actually leaving here, maybe understanding that this is fruitless, basically. I don't know. Can't really decide on where to go. This is Saint Hubert, so I think this might be the one that moved in here, or maybe this is a new one, I don't know. And is moving away. Team Cooper, this is the second SS, first SS Group Piper, and around here, 6 Panzer. We have Team Cooper moving, a rather weak one. I think they're quite weak here, so as we can see, this is really bang, bang. These are gone pretty much, and then we need to move west here and hit these guys up here. We'll see. That's going to be difficult, of course. Wow, look at that. We'll see if they can do something here. So 505 out of 540. So we have an unknown unit here. This is Verbermont. We have an unknown unit moving up here. And that's a tank unit. I think he was sitting right here because we had 2 strong tank units right there. So I think maybe one has moved away. And we can see where he's going, unfortunately. So that's going to be really difficult. Maybe not during the night time, but during the morning there. We'll see if we can meet up there. This is Le Bramont over here. They moved something from here. This is Marche. This is Horton. This is an unknown unit moving down, and that is actually the infantry division HQ moving around here, in here, moving towards Marche. Here's another HQ movement, Neufchâteau, moving up here, realizing that it's closed, so they're trying to take the railway around, I guess. This is Ophé over here. They emptied this one. We'll see what he does, and he just moves away. Here's another one coming down close to Marche. That is also another divisional one. 75th. A lot of divisional HQs. This is L'Église. That's another HQ. Armor Division, 4th Armor Division. Don't know where he's gonna go. And another 4th Armor Division moves in from here. And where is this? Yeah, this is all the way down in the south. So probably gonna move up here, but I don't know. Yeah, there you go. And 10 steps left here. We'll see what happens. So again, this is 11th Panzer right here. We have an unknown unit coming in here as well. Then we have the 3rd Armored Division also. This is La Roche over here. He's in trouble, of course. Both of these are very much in trouble. So 3rd Armored Division moving about here, and I'd love to go artillery on that guy. Yeah, it's difficult for him. Infantry Brigade moves. Okay, so it's an HQ moving away from 1st SS and Kampfgruppe Piper. And then we have the last one. That's an unknown unit moving around, and that's it. Fantastic. Wow. So, yeah. And it's difficult to see things during the nighttime. I think there's one in here and one in here. Both tank units, and they were intercepted. So, yeah, it's interesting for sure. And like this guy here can quite easily get hit, I think, right? Yeah, 12-1 if I wanted to, but this is really not that important. If these guys come up here, well, they could perhaps trace like that. Let's have a look at supply here. Yeah, they're totally out of supply, really. Would you look at that? So they really need to move fast over here, and if they do that during the night turn, they're going to be weak. So, I mean, we are doing really nice here. Let's move all the way down south to have a look at what we actually can see. So in here, we can see that they propped up here lots of units over here, but we can see also that these guys are belonging to 26th Infantry. We've actually seen them before, and this is 4th Armored. We know them before. What else we've got here? There's nothing really that has changed over here. We don't see a whole lot. There are some units around L'Église, I'm sure. In here we have some just units in here. It's haze, so that's why we can't really see them clearly, and it's nighttime as well. So we're doing good here in general. We got hit here quite hard. And we might actually get hit here during the maybe night or so, but this is a strong point Tournai, so we're able to stay there for the night, I'm pretty sure. Still quite good internal supplies actually, so it's not bad really. Morale 81, 99, that's good as well. These have 194 and so on, so it looks still good around here. Nothing to worry about. These guys, of course, this is a problem. They have 2 units here, that's rather strong. We can't really do anything. We want to rest as much as we can. We have 89. We definitely 74 is no great numbers for attacks. So just rest there as much as we can. We have this guy here. Maybe that's a bit dangerous. That's the thing. Maybe turn him to non-march mode. We'll see. Or maybe just leave him, I don't know. We had the other unit moving around here, as we can see. He got intercepted here, I guess. And he moved up here, I think. So, yeah. That's Rochefort up here. And, like, these are important ones. We can cut here, that'd be fantastic. So we'll see if we can move west from Saint Hubert, maybe up north, follow him up here, and then I don't know, leave 1 unit in here probably, and then the rest go here. I don't know, or maybe go 1, 2, 3. It's a bit dangerous. It's a bit difficult. So many roads here, really, and there is supposedly a 1 unit here also. So maybe we have to leave 1 behind, I think. Anyway, what else we see here? We do have this one by Marche. Let's have a look at this one. That's a medium supply base, okay. So we were afraid of these ones. We were hoping that they'd come down to fight us, and maybe they'll do that next turn or something, but this is really strong. We'll see what they'll do. I mean, if we want to do something, we could go in here and attack and move away from them and then attack from behind perhaps, but it is really difficult. It really is, because they are at height 2. That is at height 1 also, although it's heavy forest snow. Maybe we can hit in here, but they're strong here as well. Yeah, so we can see that they have a lot of like 75th coming in here, all around here together with 4th Cavalry Group here. In here, they're trying to, this is La Roche, they are trying to escape here from this one here, and this one is strong, sitting right there, or not so strong anymore, probably, yeah. So, let's have a look here, 37. Maybe move this one actually back here, since they are going to try and push on through here. Because that is water right there, and this one should be able to take a pound like attack. Yeah, we'll see. Next morning this will be nice to be able to attack over here with these units here. We'll see what happens. This is beautiful. So these guys are, as we can see, totally long way from supply really. What else we see here? We can see up here, we can see that we have, they're trying to surround us here. It's not very strong unit here, so probably need to move this guy in here. But look at that, 64, that's difficult. It is light for the snow. Maybe they can handle these guys here, but I don't know how strong these guys are. An attack here during nighttime, maybe. But we are kind of weak here. Hetzers and some Marders, so I don't know. And we could really use the rest here, so I think I'm just gonna try and stay here and not do anything. This one looks nice during the night time later on, and these attacks are of course not applicable right now, but maybe during the daytime that will be interesting to do. We'll see what happens. Alright, and let's see here. These guys are also behind enemy lines right now. No supply really no supply at all. Then we have the 18th Volksgrenadiers and the 3rd Fallschirmjägers trying to push up here. They are really going to be needed up here against these guys. So we'll see what we can do. It's going to take some time for them to move up, but like these stags, not now during nighttime, but during morning, they'll be definitely needed. These guys here are so strong that I think they'll be able to survive an attack here. I think, but not necessarily really. So, but not with these guys at least. But during the night, I think they'll be able to survive. Now, these guys, this is really difficult. He's sitting in a city right here. That is a strong move right there. I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to get rid of him like that. It's a 3-1. I think we're better off waiting until during the morning, basically. Because look at that 44. He needs to rest. No doubt. Yeah, 47. We can't really attack here. And we're just going to rest here as well. And we'll see if they move at all. And yeah, I mean, I have no really weak points really here. I think we're doing good here. We'll try and move forward here during the morning. But we'll see better then. So it's good. We're kind of strong here. And they have some units up here. And they have one unit up there. But he's sitting in the city right there. That's why we survived. So that's beautiful. But he could use some help for sure. Because they are extremely strong over there. So we'll see what we'll do. Yeah. We will see what we can do. And then all of these guys. I'm not gonna move any of these guys. They all need to rest really, I think. So that's what they're gonna do. Yeah. Alright. I mean, it looks good all in all. And I feel like there's really nothing I must take during this turn. I mean, like, sure, they might be nice, but really I can do that during the morning. There's really no rush of anything. So that's still good. So all in all, looks fairly good. I'm going to end it here, and then we are going to take a look at the night turn and see what happens then, simply. Where I won't move one thing, I think, and then we'll see what they also do. And that's it, really. All right, then. There's nothing else. No, that's it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next turn, simply. And the interesting thing is that this turn is round 32 or turn 32. That's halfway through the game, exactly. So we'll see this turn, play this turn out, and then we'll start the 33rd, and that's when we start the second part of the game, basically. And looking at strategic map here, having taken from this, all of this territory is amazing, really, of course. So we'll see how we do this, if we can continue. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care now. Or before we do that, actually, let me see here. Before we do that, yeah, no, that's enough. I'll do something else in the next one. Take care now. Bye.